Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, I'm here aboard Riverside Ravel, and we're on the Rhone, and we're almost to the end, sadly, of a wonderful cruise here on the Rhone. And I haven't cruised the Rhone a lot, but boy, this is a river you really have to consider for your clients. Everybody wants to go to the Danube, and yes, we've all been to the Danube, and yes, the Rhine, but the Rhone has some really wonderful things about it that for your clients, and this ship in particular from Riverside Luxury Cruises is really phenomenal. And we're here today with Fernando Rodriguez, who is the hotel manager here for this wonderful ship, and we're going to talk to him about how it all works and what you can expect for your clients. And this is Insider Travel Report. First of all, Fernando, I have to thank you. It's been a wonderful cruise so far. You've made it fantastic. The service on board, we're going to talk about that. The accommodations, the dining. It really is a marvelous, marvelous cruise and on a marvelous itinerary. So tell us a little bit about, from your perspective, and you have been, on, I'm sure, on other river ships over your career. What makes this ship a little different?
Well, thank you very much for having me right now, and I say hello to all of your viewers. And the mostly different that we have right now in Riverside is that we try to keep it exclusive. We really want to aim the luxury level, and luxury is really to have something special for each person and get to know your guest. And this is what we try to do with every guest, to know their preferences, in order to personalize what we can offer here on board. And that's what really makes different of Riverside among the other companies.
Well, I mean, your crew is so great at knowing the names and knowing the preferences right away within a day or so of everyone, and you especially are also great at that. I mean, we'll talk about one of the things you set up for me a little later, but let's talk a little bit about the accommodations on board, because you have a maximum capacity of 110, which I believe is one of the lowest numbers of any river cruise ship. Talk a little bit about the suites and everything else.
It is indeed one of the lowest, or the lowest number of passengers that we have. And we also I want to mention that we have also 60 crew members. So the ratio between guest and crew member is just fantastic. Our suites, to come back to the suites, we have different categories. We have our entry-level suites, which are the Melody and the Symphony suites. And after that, we go to the Seahorse suites. And then we continue with our Riversides to end up with our crown jewel, that it's the Ravel suite that can become the owner suite when it has the connecting doors that I'm sure
which I've been lucky enough. I was lucky enough to have that this time. It's one of the best suites, probably the nicest suite I've ever been on a river ship. And I certainly have 2 bedrooms. I have a living room. I have 2 bathrooms. I mean, it really is an incredible walk-in closets. It really is a super suite. But all the other suites are lovely too. I mean, you have amazing amenities in each of the suites, right?
Yes, we do. Every suite, of course, it has the minibar, it has the coffee machine, it has everything that you can imagine in every luxurious hotel that you may walk in. But like you said, the difference, because this is the hardware, what makes the difference with the rest is the software that you said. This is our crew, and that's what really makes the difference. We have a butler service for each suite, and the butler gets to know every guest preferences. We also have a suite attendant that it's only dedicated to a small amount of suites, so like that we can take care of the details of each suite, really to be clean, not the next pristine suite when you enter, that you can feel it, that it's everything, it's well accommodated. For example, we have this thing that if you leave your watch on your side table, and you leave it every night over there, then we will put a little container just to put
Really?
Just to
I'm going to try that. I don't
just to put your watch, so like that it is, and you don't lose it. So we try to keep all of this in mind. What can we make for you in order to make you say, how can they know this? We know the things that you need that you still don't know that you need.
You've done that for me a few times already. But now we're going to move to the dining now, which of course is so crucial here, which is you have marvelous food. And talk about the different venues where guests can dine.
Well, we have our main restaurant. It's called the Waterside. There we have restaurant. We have the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner. And here is where we offer our fine dining. Fine dining, we have a fantastic chef. His name is Benoit Tesson. We're very proud to have him on board. He put from zero a full culinary experience based on the places that we are going. He got, for example, the rice from the Camargue. Here, rice and salt from Camargue, they are a must to try. Mm-hmm. So he mixed both of them, and he made his risotto Camargue that if you haven't tried it yet, I invite you to do it. It's in our Riverside Classics, and it's just simply to die for. Then we try to get the chocolates. Chocolates, we are, for example, today in Tan-l'Hermitage. Tan-l'Hermitage is famous for the Valrhona chocolate that we have. So
I'm missing that trip right now, but I have been there, fortunately, so I wanted to have a chance to talk to you. But it is amazing. It's one of the excursions off the ship, but you get on board as well, right?
Yes. So we get these chocolates, and then our executive pastry chef showcase them in different kind of things. For example, we do the moelleux au chocolat with the Valrhona chocolate, and it's simply delicious.
Yeah. Now, and then, of course, for the main dining with the Waterside, at night it's table service, obviously, yes, with the menu. In the morning, you have an incredible buffet that I can never. There's so much to eat there. You were down there usually in the mornings too, and then at lunch the same thing. You can have the buffet. You can order. There's so many choices. So the main restaurant is fantastic, but you also have a bistro, which is on this deck, right?
We did, and actually, this bistro concept that we have. We try to, it's first of all called the bistro, so we try to make it as French as possible. We have these blackboards where we put the menus for the things that we're doing during the day. And at night, we transform it to a tapas-style dining room. When you think tapas, you think Spain. But no, it's just the presentation. They are small portions that you can share in the table. And for example, we try to do local things also. Chef is very into showcasing. He's very proud. He's from Brittany, and he likes to showcase the French cuisine. So for example, last night we have this fantastic sandwich with the truffe d'été that they were fantastic.
Which was good because we had just gone to a truffle farm the day before, the day before, and so we had amazing truffles in the day, and then we had that night was a tapas with this truffle sandwich, right?
As a matter of fact, we bought them at the farm.
You bought them at the farm.
They are the ones that provide them. So yes, we are into trying to make you, what you are living, we try to make you experience it also when you are eating. So really, it's a deep, how can I say it? We try to get you deep into the experience of the Rhône.
Yeah, and so you have there's a cold tapas and there's a hot tapas. One of them was frog legs. I mean, I hadn't had frog legs in years, but it was very interesting to taste them again.
And how did you like them?
I did like them. They were very good. I'd taken them many years ago, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, exactly, because this we have, it's the top of the frog legs. They come 5 or 6 on a bowl, and you can have them. And sorry for the cliche, like if it's chicken, but it tastes completely different. And then you just take it, and it's a concept that is not as how can I say it, gastronomic, like downstairs that everything has to be done with fork, knives. Here is more with the hands. You open it, take the frog legs apart, eat it, and enjoy it. It's just this bistro experience is to enjoy a time with your partner or your friends around the table.
No, and it was a marvelous experience. And then, of course, you have something called the Vintage Room, which actually we're going to. I can't say anything about it right now, but I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. It's a special room for special dinners. There's an added cost, but it's I think it's 8 to 10 courses, right? And that's what we're going to do tonight, I believe, right?
Indeed, chef has put together, like you said, it's a degustation menu. So you will start also based on local things. And this is what is the nicest and the most important part, is that Chef Benoit himself, we have a separate galley for this that is adjacent to the vintage room, and he's preparing everything in that moment, and every menu is different. Every menu is as creative as the other one, and what is also very important, it is paired to fantastic wines from our connoisseur list that they are handpicked by our sommelier. So the sommelier, he will make sure that whatever chef is preparing goes perfectly with the wine that he will be offering. So you will be having a palette of champagne for the entrance. Then you will be having two white wines, two red wines. Then you will have the Trou Normand that it will in between. Then you will continue with another red one for cheeses, and then you will finish with some sweet wine for the dessert.
Thank goodness I don't have a deadline tonight, because I think I'll be swimming back to the room, which is not too far away. It's the same level on deck 3. It sounds like a marvelous experience, and you'll see some photos of that as that I'm going to be taking. And of course, a little more casual. And one of my favorite nights so far was you had a barbecue on deck, which was amazing. And talk a little bit about that.
Well, we have a fantastic Vista deck. Our Vista deck, it's really the place to be. We have the pop-up bar, which actually takes his name because since we go to very low clearances bridges, it collapses and it goes down. And when we are at port or sailing, we can deploy it, and we can have a fantastic 120 meters terrace on top that we have the bar. Then we set the barbecue, like you said.
Yeah, they have real barbecue. This is not, a lot of cruise ships can't have barbecue, but they have a barbecue, two big kettles that you're making wonderful, incredible stuff.
We have these fantastic eggs from Weber that you can pretty much do everything inside, and with taste. They are ceramic ones, so they will keep the moist and the taste. When we did, what you remember, we did this fantastic tomahawk.
It was a massive piece of meat, I got to tell you.
The tomahawk in that barbecue is just simply fantastic. The sirloin. Then we have the giant shrimps, everything there, and then we do what it's also that people love is the veggies. The veggies done on the barbecue on the stone. They are fantastic. So that
was a lovely evening, and we'd had a wonderful day, and just it sort of capped it all off. And of course, we started talking a little bit about the wine here, and we are on the Rhone, one of the most, I think, underrated regions. Everyone knows, Bordeaux, they know Burgundy, they know Champagne, but the Rhone wines, the Côte de Rhone, and we're here actually in the town with the Hermitage wines here, and that you do feature these kind of wines on board, right?
Oh, we do, besides the one that you have mentioned right now here that we have Hermitage. We have also wines. There is a fantastic wine country here, Châteauneuf-du-Pape, one of the most beautiful vineyards and also one of the best wines. And yes, we have these wines also showcased in our all-inclusive and also our connoisseur list. We have a Côte du Nîmes that they are very nice. Nîmes is just right next.
Nîmes is just some sort of away from here. And then here we are in the bar, and you have a sort of, I think you call it botanical cocktails too. There.
Yes, we do. We call it here in the bar. We call it the Palm Court. So here we have what we call the botanist bar, and it's a special menu that we have, that we use infusions that we do here. We infused our alcohols. For example, we have our drink that we can say that we are showcasing right now. It's our spicy margarita. The spicy margarita.
It was good. I'm going to try that tonight, I think, if I can. But I didn't have the big, the wine room dinner tonight. But we'll see. I may try that tonight.
It can be for a farewell cocktail tomorrow.
There you go. We also have one more day here, so that's great. Now, one of the things I do want to get back to is the service of the crew. I mean, they are so well, you've trained them well. They're very responsive. They're very friendly. It's a familiar service. You get to know them a lot, and they really will do almost anything. And I'll just point this out. We happened to be cruising during the Euro games, and I mentioned that we weren't sure whether we had them on the television, and you arranged for me to actually watch them on the top deck, Sun deck, on the Vista deck, and you have a TV up there. and you had, as you said, you created my throne.
Your throne,
My
yes.
throne, and I had my drink, and I watched France versus Spain. So that was an amazing experience. But I don't think I'm that special. I think you do that for almost everybody, right?
Well, yes, the sky's the limit. Whatever you want, that you need something to have, we will try always a solution on how to deliver it, and deliver it in the best way. Why? Because we like what we're doing. We are all passionate of this job. We are seasoned professionals. I have 13 years doing this on rivers and ocean. Besides that, I have a hotel background. Andras, my food and beverage manager, has 20 years on board also. So we have the knowledge. So when you have the knowledge, you have the will, then the rest comes by itself. And one thing is, crew is proud to work on Riverside Ravel. We have a fantastic crew, we have a fantastic team, we have a fantastic family that it came together. It takes time to build this. Yeah. We live together more, we spend more time together among us and with our families. And then you need to have this chemistry, because if you don't have it, then they don't happen. And we were lucky enough to have this chemistry, so everybody knows what the other one is doing, and everybody knows when it has to jump in to take over from the bottlers. One takes the relay when the other one finishes and goes out, and you don't feel it. This is because we really like what we do, and mostly also we like to train our people. Our people, they go to training models. We bring them way before the opening of the season to do what we call the kickoff meeting. So like that, we show them, we have a book like this of things that they need to know, how to speak to people, how to address the people, then the service manuals, etc., etc. I will not bother you with all of these things, but they need to go through all this. They need to assimilate it, and after they need to put it in practice, because knowing is one thing and putting it in practice is another one. So I think that you have seen that the teams, and I put it with a capital T and an S at the end, they have the lever, they have they whatever you need, they are behind you. They know things that you need that you still don't know that you need.
And I'm finding that a lot. And for a cruise line that really is only effectively 2 to 3 years old, to put it all together like this is pretty amazing. Now you have some marvelous hardware, the ship we're on, but to put the team together is much more important, I think.
Correct. Like I said, we have a fantastic hardware, beautiful. Our ship, Riverside Ravel from 2018, brand new. She's state of the art. But then you need to have the software. That this is the people, and the people is what really makes the difference between us and any other ship, because also, like I said, the ratio of the crew members that we have versus the guests that we have, the number of guests, the training, the time that we put. Also, we try to bring the best talent and pay them accordingly. So that is also what makes us have this very good service.
Now, we go out to about 125,000 travel advisors in the U.S., some of whom who have had a chance to see Riverside because they've been to the Asta River Expo, some of them, and they've got a lot of good reviews from them when they went on, but not every travel advisor out there knows what to expect. What would you tell those advisors of what their clients can expect when they book them?
Well, first of all, I think you referred to the Asta that happened on our sister ship, the Bussy in
that's where we were.
Amsterdam.
That's where they got exposure, and the year before they were on. Some of them were on the Mozart, which is
that is our another ship that we have on the Danube. And what can people expect? The travel advisors need to know when they send us the guest is that we will treat them. We will take care of them from the moment that they get off the train. You will have the driver waiting for you with the sign, get you. We will take care of everything that they get will need. We will follow them, and we will give them exclusivity. We will give them tailor-made services for the Sharex. We will make you also bespoke experience with your or with your butler, because it will be personalized. He will know what you need, when you need, at what time you need it. Here, even in the Palm Court, at night we have our showman, our piano man, that he will know what you are. He will talk to during the day, and at night he will know what you like to listen to, and he will play it for you. So this is all the details that will make the difference, and that will make us worth of your trust to bring us your people.
And you deserve the trust. And from the day one, we were indeed picked up at the TGV train station in Avignon and taken directly to the ship. It's really a short train ride. I almost missed it. I thought, oh, aren't we stopping in Lyon? No, it's a direct service to Avignon, and then it's not that much farther to get to the ship. And it really is an amazing experience. Ever since I'm going to be very sad to leave in a couple days, because we're going to be going back to Lyon, okay, and then we'll go from Lyon back to Paris. But it's a very easy to get to, and then once you're here, you can experience all the wonderful cuisine, the accommodations, and of course the crew that you get on Riverside Ravel. I want to thank you, Fernando, for being such a great host, and I've enjoyed it very much. I go on a lot of river cruises, but you are really up there and one of the best that I know of, and there's some that are really, and it's one that you really have to get to know for your clients, because we're on with a lot of people who have some experience, and they feel the same way. Everybody loves the food, everybody loves the crew, and they love the experience here on the Rhone particularly, which I think is a river that sometimes we forget about, and really is deserving of there's so much to see and do and drink, and eat. So it really is a wonderful thing. Again, thank you so much, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you next time we get on Riverside Ravel.
Thank you very much. And if you wish to experience this, please don't hesitate. Riverside, the Riverside collection, we have our 3 ships, please. We are here to welcome you and make you feel special. Thank you very much.
I'm James Shillinglaw here on Riverside Ravel on the Rhone, and this is Insider Travel Report.